I sense something. A presence as I haven't sensed in quite some time. Or maybe it's that bean burrito I had for lunch. Yup, that's what it is.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of ELtillman's Toys, where this will be the first ELtillman's Toys of 2016. And this is a figure that I wanted to do last month in December 2015. However, unfortunately, due to time, I wasn't able to. But what better way to kick off 2016 than with the MAFEX Darth Vader figure from Medicom Toys. First, let's take a look as I scoot Vader over. Let's take a look at the nice packaging. This is the clear window which the figure came in. You can see the accessories, where the lightsaber was, the head sculpt. Get a picture of Vader here looking all nice and badass looking. It says Darth Vader MAFEX number 6 from Medicom Toy. Look at the side view here. You got a nice clear picture of Vader there, standing fully tall. So Star Wars. On the other side, you get what has become now the official logo of all Star Wars products now, whether you go to Target or Walmart. You usually see this Stormtrooper helmet as the official logo now of all Disney licensed Star Wars products. Star Wars again, MAFEX, another picture of Vader over there. Taking a look at the back, it says some stuff in Japanese, which I have no idea what it says. You get a better look at the Anakin Skywalker head sculpt that comes with the figure and the Darth Vader mask. Here's another picture of Vader with his stubby hand. And then you get this really odd looking picture of Vader, and looks like he's supposed to be in a lightsaber battle. However, it looks as if he's getting ready to bust a move.
I'm bringing disco back, baby.
It's great to be in the Empire today. It's great to be in the Empire today. We got everything that you need to enjoy. You can hang out with all the droids. It's great to be in the Empire today. It's great to be in the Empire today.
And here is a close look at the figure, and this is a really cool looking figure. I really do like it. This is arguably one of the best Darth Vader figures you could get within the 6-inch scale, and it's just absolutely amazing to look at. So much detail. I love the cloth cape. And let's talk about this figure. As you can see, it's really nicely detailed, nicely painted. Just take a look at his torso area. You got the nice silver and black paint over here. Got the detail on the buttons all painted silver, red, and some blue. Looks just really nice, really clean. Belt, got some green and some silver and red paint mixed in. Just really nice, really clean. His belt buckle got that whole speaker thing going, whichever that may be. Got a little hinge over here with a peg. You could plug in his lightsaber. Show that later, but just a really nicely detailed figure. Not much on the back, really. The back is really the off part, and as you can see, Darth Vader's helmet just went flying off the screen. One of my gripes with this figure, but still overall a pretty sweet Vader figure. As I mentioned, one of my gripes with this figure is that the helmet does tend to come off quite easily. If you could just see in there, it's just really just one small little peg that plugs into the top of his head over here. As for the head, it is removable. However, you could either remove the whole piece as a whole or just remove half of it. But it's kind of hard to only remove half of it because when you just give it a light tug, see, you have to tug on it really gently to only remove half. You want to try to keep the neck piece in there because if you remove it, I'll show it now. If you remove it now, it's kind of hard to get back in there because you have the cloth cape blocking the way, and it's just really annoying to try to pop that thing back in there without it constantly moving around. So one of my very few gripes with this figure of what's a pretty sweet looking figure. You see, here's a closer look at the Anakin Skywalker head sculpt over there. Really nicely painted, nicely detailed. See all the scarring on the side of his face. The Back of his head, just really nice. I really like the paint job on this. Nice and clean. Well, not clean, but, you know, looks movie accurate. Nicely painted. Where you plug it in. Plug it into the base over here. What I'm going to try to do is get the mouth to go underneath the little mouthpiece. Like that. And there you go. You have an unmasked Darth Vader figure now.
Oh, motherfucker, you are hard to look at.
Like a testicle with teeth.
You look like Freddy Krueger face a topographical map of Utah.
Exactly.
Along with that Anakin Skywalker head sculpt, you also get this stubby looking Darth Vader hand over here, which is once again really nicely detailed, nicely painted. See all the cut up wires. Got some white, some gold, some red, some green, some black wires sticking out there. Really nicely painted, nicely detailed. And then you get 5 different sets of hands. One hand right there, it's almost like a pointing kind of set of hands. Get some relaxed palm hands. Get a little bit more open palm, almost like a force push kind of hand. And then you get the closed fist hands. And then what I have on my figure right now is you get these hands, which is made for holding his lightsaber, which I'll show you right here. Goes in there nicely. He's holding onto his lightsaber. Moving it around. And speaking of this lightsaber, it can be detached like such, and it has its own special little peg that you could use to plug in. It only goes in one certain way. So you just line it up the correct way, and it should just easily pop in. Like such. There you go. And then going back to what I said earlier, the lightsaber can be plugged into the side of his belt there, so you could have him just relaxing the lightsaber on his belt in a nice pose. When it comes to articulation, this figure does have some really damn good articulation for a Darth Vader figure. You can't look up too far though without removing the head completely, so you got that problem. So you can't look down as you see the head just kind of pops off there. So you want your Vader figure to look up or down, that's quite a problem. However, his cape, nice cloth over there, has this bendy wire near the end, so you can bend it over there and pose the cape in many different ways, which is always a plus. This part over here, however, it's not cloth, it's more of the bendy plastic. It's not bendable, it won't stay, but it can be bent. So if you want to get this Darth Vader figure to sit down, that might be a problem, as you can just see. It's so bendy here, but trying to get him to sit down? Probably not. He has some pretty good articulation at the torso. As you can see his chest piece up here. Can move side to side and can move all the way around. So can the bottom half. However, the bottom half is a little more tighter than the top, but it can be moved around. Does have a little bit of shifting over there. His arms could go up about that far. They probably could go up a little bit farther, but I don't want to risk ruining the shoulder pad over here. He does swivel at the waist. And then he does have this really weird leg joints. Here, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Watch this. I'll pull this one leg. And you see how his other leg just shifts? That's because I believe both of these leg joints are connected with one another. So sometimes when posing this figure, it may look like his one leg is longer than the others, but it's really not. Just this joint over here. You have to make sure you get it just the right spot in order to get him to stand up straight. But however, he does have double jointed knees, and oh, forgot to mention, double jointed elbows, and he also has some nice wrist swivel. Not too much bicep swivel, but he does have it there. There's up there, not so much down there. And he does have toe articulation, which can go up that far, down, not too much, not at all. Can go up though, and he does have some pretty nice ankle pivot going there. He also comes with this really nice clear display stand there that can be bendable to get him in all different types of poses. There's a little part here, opens and closes, so you just open it up a little bit there, grab your Darth Vader figure, move the cape around a little bit there, and you just gotta get it right above his belt there, squeeze him in tight. And you can display your Darth Vader figure in any way you please.
I've been waiting for you, Obi-Wan. We meet again at last. The circle is now complete. When I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master. You are part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor. Take it away!
If you only knew the power of the dark side, Luke, you can destroy the Emperor. He has foreseen this. It is your destiny. Join me, and together we can rule the galaxy as father and son. No, I am your father.
So overall, this is a really cool Darth Vader figure. Probably the best one you can get within the 6-inch scale. That's highly detailed and has some great posability.
Thank you for watching this edition of ELtillman's Toys. I sense that you underestimate the power of the subscribe button. Click it and join the Empire, and I will show you the ways of the dark side.